Hello everyone, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. This reading is for water signs, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. If your sun, your moon, or your rising is in any of those signs, you are in the right place. If you don't know your rising and your moon sign, go over to cafeastrology.com and you can get a free natal chart done. But I encourage you to check out the videos for your sun, your moon, and your rising. All right, water signs, my Cancers, my Pisces, and my Scorpios, this reading is for you. Let's take a look at your January 2020. So, your first card of 2020 is the Four of Cups. Into the High Priestess. Into the World. Into the Ace of Swords. Into the Queen of Pentacles, or Coins. Into the Knight of Swords. Into the Eight of Wands. And your last card of January 2020 is the Three of Cups. So the first 3 weeks of January 2020, we are in Capricorn season. Capricorn is ruled by Earth. And water signs, you're ruled by water. Earth and water work really well together because Earth is so grounding and foundational that it really helps water as it's so very flowy and lots of movement, but the earth really supports you as you like to flow. And then the final week of January, we are going to be in Aquarius season, which is air. So we switch from earth to air the last week of January. And then we have a full moon in Cancer. Water signs, you've got your feature. You got the full moon in Cancer on the 10th of January. So that's also something to look out for. That's in the second week. So we will pay some close attention to what's going on in that second week and during that full moon energy in Cancer. So water signs, your first card of 2020 is the Four of Cups. Ooh, it's a jumpy one. So water signs, what I'm hearing for you, if you can meditate your way into 2020, that would be of the utmost benefit for you. But really, taking some time to contemplate and to really kind of process the past decade that we just came through, because we're not just coming through 2019, we're coming through a decade. We are ending a decade, and water signs, I'm hearing it's really important for you to be really very clued in to your own inner world and how you work on the inside and your inner dynamics. So that's why I'm saying if you really can meditate your way into the new year, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, you are going to really start this year off with, I know this is weird to say, but you're going to really start it off with a bang if you can meditate your way into 2020, or just be more gentle, maybe not around so many people, and really calm experiences. I'm hearing your awareness is also going to be really heightened, water signs, as we move into this new year. And especially the card that's waiting for you after the Four of Cups is the High Priestess. So water signs, your intuition is really going to be popping this first week of January. And that's why I really encourage you to take as many opportunities as you can that first week to just really drop in and to give yourself space to be with yourself and in your inner world so that you can really expand and anchor into this intuitiveness, this intuitive body. Your intuition is just like really going to be heightened this first week of January. It's a great way to enter the month, water signs, and the year particularly, because you have some really big opportunities coming in for you the second week of January, water signs. I see a lot of eyes on you. A lot of people are very attracted to you. You're gonna have things come your way. I'm hearing that you haven't really expected. There's new ideas, new creativities, and new potential coming your way the second week of January. So being really open and being able to use your intuitive discretion is going to be really important for you, water signs. So just really give yourself that space in the first week of January to really be in your intuition and expand your intuition and own your intuition, okay? Because the world is saying there's some big things coming in for you the second week of January. By the end of the second week of January, water signs, we have the Ace of Swords energy there for you. Which I see like there's some challenge from 2019 that you're finally going to really feel like you have a hold of, or you're going to have a fresh perspective and a new way of seeing maybe how to problem solve or move through this challenge in a way that just really flips everything around, and it's not so much of a challenge for you anymore. It's like you really have control of the situation, or you have, I mean, control is kind of an illusion, but like you have the upper hand, or you have the power now to really, or you have the information that you need to solve whatever this might be that's come up at the end of the second week of January, water signs, okay? Then you have the Queen of Coins, or the Queen of Pentacles, waiting for you in the third week of January. So this is going to be the final week of Capricorn season, and you're really supported in your finances. I'm hearing there's going to be some, maybe this Ace of Swords energy that's like this new perspective, or this shift in how you're able to solve a problem is going to lead to you having more, what I'm hearing is like a fertileness and ability to really give birth to new things. That could be like new projects and new opportunities that are going to be abundant for you in the future, but it's about really seeing their potential in the beginning phase of things. So planting some seeds and also really being able to fertilize them this beginning of the third week. Oh, and let's just back up a little bit to the second week, water signs, where you have this Ace of Swords. But don't forget, that's the full moon time. So something could really become illuminated by this full moon energy with the world and the Ace of Swords there for you in the second week. That's really just going to help point you in the right direction. So this is going to be a really good full moon experience for you, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So just be really prepared for good things to come through at this time, but like informative things, like downloads coming through, and that's going to help you overcome obstacles. So this is great, and leading to that fertile place with the Queen of Pentacles, or the Queen of Coins, waiting for you the third week of January. And then at the end of the third week of January, we have the Knight of Swords. So where things were a bit quieter for you the first 2.5 weeks of the month, as Capricorn season is wrapping up for you, water signs, I feel like this is going to be a really busy time for you, and also a time of really taking action. So these first couple of weeks of January, it's a dreamier time for you, water signs. It's a more intuitive space, but to really kind of capture what's going on and how you can take all of that potential that's coming through the beginning of the month and make big moves with it and feel that momentum and the direction coming for you at the end of the third week, water signs. Because by the beginning of the fourth week, you have the Eight of Wands, which is speaking to surrender and really letting go. You're still going to be driving something forward or some mission. You're going to be moving that forward, but also remembering not to try and control things too much, and that we have to let go sometimes in order for the pieces to fall where they need to. Especially mentally, I'm hearing water signs, like really surrendering, like try not to stress, try not to control too much, and just really let go at the beginning of the fourth week of January. And your last card of 2020 water signs is the Three of Cups. And I really just do adore this card because it really speaks to coming together with friends and family at the end of the month. And it's a time to celebrate. I feel like there's some good news that's coming through for you or someone close to you, water signs. So this is going to be a good time to come together and celebrate that news or the arrival of something new. Or the inception of something new. So don't think the celebration's done just because the holidays are over, water signs. It looks like you really have something to celebrate at the end of January as well in this first week of Aquarius seasons. That air energy, water signs, is going to be really good for you, moving from earth, which was super foundational. It's really good. It holds you while you do this deeper intuitive work the first 2.5 weeks of the month. But then that Knight of Swords is saying that swift action is coming through with this air energy from the Aquarius season that's going to start the end of the month and really put you in a place to receive. And in that receiving, there's going to be joyful celebration because something really good is coming in for you, or like I said, someone close to you, the end of the month, water signs. So let's just do a quick recap. You're going to start the month off with the Four of Cups, which I said, if you can start this new year in meditation or really gentle, softer, quieter spaces, that's going to really be in your benefit, water signs. So then you're going to move into the High Priestess energy, which you're going to feel like super potent, super psychic, super intuitive, the end of the first week of January. Great way to start the new year off, water signs. And then we have the World, which is offering these new opportunities coming in, more eyes on you. I'm seeing, water signs. So that might be a little bit of a push out of your comfort zone. I know sometimes water signs tend to be a little bit more shy or reserved, but this is about you being in the eyes of others and how you're being received. So your public image might be something of a topic the beginning of the second week, or how others see you. But I really see or feel like this is like others desiring you to be a part of what they're doing. So that's really speaking to opportunities coming in as well by being in the spotlight. And it might not be the literal spotlight, it just, being out there in the world, some people or some other energies are really going to notice you, and it's going to help move things around too. And you have the Ace of Swords coming in the end of that second week, and like I said, there's new perspective coming in for that Cancer full moon for you, because that's right about this time. So it's really going to illuminate something, a challenge that you've been having. But I'm hearing this is like an informative download for you to really get like over that challenge. This is a new perspective on that challenge and overcoming it. We have the Queen of Pentacles waiting for you, the beginning of the third week, water sign. So looking at what you need to tend to and fertilizing these ideas, these new seeds that are coming, and also knowing that there is potentially financial gain in whatever is coming through for you the beginning of this third week. And at the end of that third week, it's going to be time for you to take action, water signs. So the first 2.5 weeks of the month are a bit more inner world focused, where the last part of the month, water signs, is going to be outer world focused. So a lot of movement, a lot of momentum, and going into the Eight of Wands, it's surrender and really letting go, water signs, so that you can allow for this good news that's coming in the end of the month for you. This last card of January 2020 in Aquarius season, there's some really good things that are coming through, some good news for you or someone close to you that is going to be like celebratory vibes. Okay, water signs? I want to thank you so much for joining me for my water sign reading here on YouTube for the month of January 2020. And if you want a more in-depth reading, check out my Patreon page. I have videos for each individual astrological sign there. You can find the link to my Patreon page in the comments just below here. And if you would like to book a one-on-one session with time just for you, a reading for you, the link to my website is also in the comments below, and I've just recently gotten my website all upgraded, and there's lots of new features there, and now you can just book and pay for a reading or a spirit call right through my website. So go check it out. A lot of good things in there, and I just want to thank everybody for joining me for this month, and I'll see you guys next month. Bye.